Okay, information video, got a bad foot, information video about Yin Yang Chi Kung. So this is the first level in the martial arts, Kong Tang Soo Do. This would be first form, first kata. In the Chi Kung classes, this is the first set of flowing movements, the first set of static movements, and the first breathing sequence. So all of that will get us positive energy in the 12 main meridians. So what does it do? So what I'm going to do is use my new training partner to show you some weaknesses in the body. Obviously we've got to use a bit of imagination here, and then you can try, obviously you can then try it. And then if you do either the kata, the form, the static, or the flowing, or the breathing techniques, you'll fill the meridians up in the right sequence, and all this will go away. So, weaknesses. We can look at the body with a Yin Yang philosophy. So if you chop the body down the middle, one side's positive, one side's negative. So for instance, if you want to remember the sequence, get a paintbrush, put it in some black paint and paint the front of your right leg black. So if we apply that to everything, bottom half of the body is negative compared to the top. Right side of the body is negative compared to the left. Front of the body is negative compared to the back, and then it goes smaller, smaller. You short them out, however you short them out, naturally, or if somebody knows what they're doing, uses it, it's hidden in martial arts techniques, because if it works, it gets used, whether the philosophy is lost or not. So Hapkido, there'll be loads in there, there'll be stuff in Tang Soo Do, people won't even know it. So for instance, if I short this out and I do a muscle test, so here's my training partner, here's his arm, I do a strength test on the arm, it's strong, now I short that out, it goes weak. If he shorts it out, it goes weak. Okay, so that's your first simple test. So in the martial arts, taking your hand across the centre line can be a problem, because it'll make you weak. So some schools of thought will have you not crossing your own centre line, which is a big Achilles tendon if you're in a fight. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, next one, body misalignment. It's exactly the same, but if I turn a foot, bad foot, this goes weak. If I turn my head, this goes weak. If I'm off balance, if I'm doing the splits, if I'm doing most yoga poses, you can have some yin yang stuff going on from hell. It's going to make you weak. So we want that to go away. So we've got yin yang effect, body misalignment effect, we want all that to go away. Now, martial arts again. So we strength test Bob, we'll call it Bob, even though he's not a proper Bob. Strength test, if you take your hand down the centre of the body, this will go weak. That's organ disruption. For this particular one, you're disrupting the pancreas. You can do gallbladder, you can do spleen, you can do whatever you want. This is an easy one to do, your training partner goes weak. So we don't want organ disruption, again, whether it's accidental or whether the guy knows what he's doing, or if it's hidden in the technique. Pressure point disruption. So this is good because you've got your guy with his arm out and you're strength testing it. Lung 5 is here. Have a look on your chart, so there's your lung 5, and if you hit that at the right angle and direction, it hurts more than hitting it at 90 degrees, which is a stupid thing because maximum power transfer you want 90 degrees. But you will get energy disruption before impact if you come in at the right angle. So the perfect test, because his arm's there, you go smack, but you don't need to make contact, and he goes weak. So we get pressure point disruption, or meridian disruption, call it what you will. We don't want any of that, we want it all to go away. Then you've got sensitivity to electromagnetic fields. So get yourself a coil of wire, an extension cable, plug it into a heater or something. Don't have it switched on, muscle test, get the guys to stick 1 foot in there, it goes weak. Okay, so we don't want that, we want that to go away. Doesn't mean you're going to be totally resistant to electromagnetic fields. What it does mean is, it won't make you weak. So when you're on your phone and somebody tries to nick it, you're not going to be already weak. You'll probably have a bad stance, you'll probably be distracted, the EMFs will be messing you up anyway, and he nicks your phone. We don't want any of that. Okay, what else can we disrupt? That'll do, that's enough. So in your normal day, you're going to be doing stuff that's going to be having your nervous system go up and down like a pair of you know what. So it's going to be stressful. We want that to go away. So 12 meridians, middle down to Yin, Yin Yang Chi Kung, at least 4 ways of doing it: kata, static, flowing, breathing. Charge them up. Now, the question that I haven't known anybody actually ask this question: why on earth, if these meridians exist and they're making us so weak, what are they there for? There must be a natural energy to run these meridians, or we're from Mars or something. Because you've got to do all this Chi Kungy stuff just to fix a problem that shouldn't be there. And I found a few sources. The main one I'm going to suggest is water. You get structured water and it will radiate an energy field that will run the meridians. So if you're up a mountain in Tibet and you're eating some snow, make sure it's not yellow snow, you're eating some snow, you're probably going to flood your meridians with good stuff. But your tap water, it's knackered. Chlorine's in there. Oh, the list of dodgy stuff in there is probably longer than I could ever count. Water likes it spirals and eddies. It doesn't like 90 degrees and copper pipes and static tanks, stagnant. So, if you know how to structure water, that's a winner. Yin Yang Chi Kung takes that away, but what I found is, not only does it take it away, that's norm. You do something to weaken, you do your Chi Kung, it makes you stronger. So, for instance, this normally might make somebody weak, now to make you stronger. Crossing the legs makes you stronger. Makes you stronger, makes you stronger, makes you stronger. Body misalignment makes you stronger. So now it seems natural to, when you're in, you could call it a vulnerable, you're in a dodgy stance, you're distracted, you're actually stronger. So now the difference between normal and being weakened, it must be tangible because it's hidden in martial arts techniques. For instance, center lock. You do a center lock and you can use that as your kinesiology test rather than the arm and muscle test. Use a center lock. Does it hurt more? Yes, it does. Are you resistant? Yes. So again, joint locks is another thing. That'll go away with the Yin Yang Chi Kung. So when you do your center lock, you take it past the guy's center line and he drops, well, if you can't drop that fast because if it hurts properly, you can only drop so fast, but it'll hurt more. Okay, so there's lots of good things in there. So stress levels should come down. My flexibility went, woof, fantastic. And I'm getting old now and I should be not getting more flexible, I should be getting less flexible, and the wrong way around, which I like. Okay, so that's the positive side of it. Longevity, we'll wait and see. Health and healing. Well, less stress, immune response, parasympathetic nervous system. Yeah, it's a winner. Health, healing, longevity. Right, so I want to shoot a video showing how the breathing techniques work, because if I just tell somebody the technique, they don't do them. But you can test the areas involved with tangible pushing, pulling, manipulation and real world bang, that type of thing. And if it works in that real world, you might be more likely to believe it works in the subtle energy world. And the only reason I want to do that is so then you'll be more likely to do the exercises. Because the amount of rubbish on the internet about Chi Kung, 99.9999% of Chi Kung is nice music, breathing, slow movement, relaxation, and it's all fantastic. So your immune system, your vagus nerve, win, 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 win. Has it anything to do with chi energy? If you do the techniques wrong, you'll be picking up negative energy. Because when they put this stuff together, there wasn't the energy fields that we're in now. Because we're in a different part of space. The whole system, the sun, all the planets move, and we're in a different part of space. So the energies have changed. Man-made energies are horrendous, as we all know, electromagnetic fields. So I've had to take all that into account, reinvent the wheel, and now it's a nice shiny wheel. There you go. How about that? I'll just hop back and turn off the camera. Thank you very much.